lots of tools to automate in D365. The biggest ones that we are using all the time is the integration with Click Dimensions. So Click Dimensions is a marketing software that plugs right into CRM, and through that plugin we're able to use a connector they have with Eventbrite. So this is probably the most frequent integration we use. So I mentioned we offer classes and one-on-ones, coaching sessions, and this all is tracked through Eventbrite. So one of the great things that Eventbrite has is that they are marketing to a broader audience than we have access to. But when someone registers for a program, it drops right into our CRM. So we have not only a new client that we wouldn't have reached otherwise, but we're also able to see how they've engaged in our program. We've set up our custom Eventbrite form in a way that it interprets and stores in CRM among the segmentation that I mentioned about race, ethnicity, gender, zip code, council district. So that way we really have clean, consistent data. So our city of Austin, we're a big city, and we have another department that manages all of the vendor registration. So if you're going to do business with the city, or if you're going to have a contract with the city of Austin, you have to be registered as a vendor. And this system is great. It's also very organized, but it is an on-premise server. So it's not something that we can connect to through the cloud exactly. So we worked with our account team at Sikich, and they built us a connection point where it would go and go look through the SQL table, pluck the information based on what we have in our CRM, match it, and then pull in certain components like their vendor number, their payment address, like all of these things that tend to get problematic when you're trying to get into a contract with the city, because it's just lots of documents you have to keep track of, and it made it easier for our clients to not have to do that. Like, it's redundant to have to keep entering that information over and over. So we're able to reduce that redundancy for our clients through this connection that Sikich helped us with. I think as a whole, what's changed now that we have the centralized source, the CRM, what's changed in our relationships with our clients, we as a department know who they are. Like, that as a foundational thing has been really critical. One team would know who their clients are, another team within the department would know who their clients are, but we didn't know how they interacted with across the department. So now we know that a creative is also making use of our small business trainings and courses. We know that a real estate developer who's helping us build out a piece of property in Austin is hiring people that are in our business community to be their subcontractors. Like, we didn't know that before. We didn't have a way to compare the data sets, and now we do. So I would say our relationship has changed in that we now know we have a relationship, which we maybe didn't know before. As a whole department. We knew it individually, of course, but so it's been great to know when we're having a conversation with this business or creative or nonprofit, that it's not like we don't have an awareness that they've already talked to my friend over in our cultural arts team. Like, I know that they talked to Peggy. So I'm like, oh, remember when you were talking to Peggy, she was telling you about this. This is that program that I'm trying to talk to you about. So on the client end, I think they realize that we have an awareness of as more of a whole picture of what their business or enterprise is all about. And we can provide better customer service as a result.